Hello there, everybody, and welcome to my final match of the Dominion Online Championship 2023. Playing VRSmith for a consolation third place prize, which is a difference of some number of euros between fourth and third place. I don't remember. Maybe €100 difference. Maybe it's 51.50. It's like 500, 50, 300, 150, 50. That sounds right. Or approximately right anyway. I have a 5-2, which is okay here. I'm gonna check to make sure there's nothing trickery to do on the 2, but I don't think there is. You can do pretty big bridge stuff here. I don't know whether I open it's all a bit. I wonder if count is too slow. I mean, that's always the fear with count, right? Though I do think there's like maybe I mean, Highwayman is not bad either. Just in general, but here. I mean, Trashing is of course good. I'm gonna try the count on the 5-2. Okay, this is awful. Not good anyway. The 3 stayed again. But what can you do, you know? I wonder if it'll make more sense on the count turn to do a stampede. Maybe the count's bottom decked and then it's definitely a stampede. But I wonder if you do the stampede and then trash. You'd have to figure out yeah. I don't know. VRSmith may just get going on the tempo stuff here with the stampedes and the... Assuming she drew the bridge, that's going to be pretty good here. And she got a whiffed on the bridge, though, and then the stampede turn looks kind of cruddy. Yeah, so she didn't bottom deck the bridge, which makes it look a little less appealing. So my question here is if I can do... a big trash... And it depends a little bit on when you draw the count on the stampede turn, but... May go for another stampede here. Not sure. If I don't find the count, then I'll be hosed. There's only I would have to pure bottom deck it, but it's certainly possible. I don't know if it was strictly resignable there, but I didn't have a strong inclination to play it out. I mean, I could have just stampeded again, I suppose, but I still think I was gonna be behind at that point. Enough behind. They weren't gonna have too much problem getting cleaned up there, even off the apprentice. This one has a little bit different vibe. There are no buys until there are no buys until the pile runs, which doesn't necessarily have to happen here. Camel train can lower stuff, but other than that, it's not like there's a super clear pile that it's going to empty necessarily. I mean, obviously there's some spammable things here, but nothing that's like nothing that screams you can obviously. I mean, you can lower stuff. It's just not super clear. I did not hit 5, but I guess she could take the flag bearer. I'm not in a position to contest it for a little bit. It's not crazy. She goes with Ironmonger. Also not crazy. I think here. I don't really get. I guess I could have. There are a few things I could have. I thought about doing archive rather than the gold. We can get. We can advance the... Would have been nice to draw silver or gold instead of this estate, but I guess that wasn't in the cards here at that point. If we'd hit that, that was something in favor of not doing the estate trash yet. Because we could have played, well, then we wouldn't have even had the sailor. I'm probably going to advance the camel train. VRSmith does have, yeah, I was going to say VRSmith does have this flag bearer option. Which is pretty good. I do have the estate, which is maybe okay. We just need the town crier here. The last card is a silver. I feel like silver is still good for this deck. May whiff on this next turn, unfortunately. We're a little over moneyed here, but yeah, this is a bit sad. I mean, it was not impossible. Nonetheless, it's not great. I don't know. I mean, she might whiff also. She's a little cleaner than me, but it's not like it's impossible. We are gonna need to probably... The archive here is a little awkward because... Not the archive, the sailor choice, I guess. Is a little awkward. I don't think I can trash, because if we trash, we have to find gold, and this way we just can find silver, which is a little nicer. We do still have... Unfortunately, what's going to happen here... VRSmith is going to break PPR and they're going to win. Because I don't hit 8 here. And so that's just what's gonna happen. I don't know what else to say. I mean, this may be quite a bit of the money. I mean, but she can still hit 8 again with the 6 cards. Yeah, it's just, I can't, I cannot catch a break. This is like 2 golds and another silver and the townsfolk. It's like, I think there is a province, but it's like 2 gold, maybe not a silver, maybe there are 2 provinces. It's such a bummer. Like, it's just such a bummer. Like, what are you supposed to do? Well, we can be done quick in any case. I could, as soon as I saw I didn't have 8, I knew it was going to happen. There was no shot of any other world that we could possibly be living in. Okay. Hasty Shepherds is interesting. On the 4-3 especially, it's probably pretty good. You can probably do an artificer thing here. There's so much draw. There's just so much draw here. Between Squirrel and Shepherd and Caravan, which all work nicely together. So you ultimately want to do big artificer things, but I don't know if you ever get the encampments. Like the village effect is I think a little underwhelming here. Artificer should probably be just a stronger gainer than I think Artificer is probably just stronger than Great Armor here. The question, I guess, is do you do a Sanctuary now or do you do an Artificer first? Because it's a little hard. I guess you can always, when you draw a high money hand and you have green in the next hand, do a... You can always shepherd stuff. I think I'll take a Sanctuary first, and then I'll go for the Artificer. This was an extremely good draw. The Sanctuary may whiff, but otherwise this was super good. That's a really crazy shepherd hand. That's insane. That's just off a fresh shuffle. They didn't trigger it. That's crazy. I mean, humble of course helps, but that's still insane. Oh my god. That's so what are you supposed to do? This was not set up. Like, I mean, I guess you could know at this point. Oh, they did Squirrel. Okay, I'm whining a little too much. They did Squirrel. They had I mean, they could know. Anyway, I'm complaining too much. It wasn't actually that like insane, but well, this sucks. This also sucks. is also super duper sucks. I mean, I needed to find the shepherd, but yeah, I'm gonna lose here for sure. I don't know what else to do there. I mean, if I don't bottom deck the shepherd, I have a pretty good turn, right? I can squirrel and I can top deck something with artificer. But the line where I just bottom deck the shepherd doesn't do much for me. Which is unfortunate. So I'm in real trouble here. Yeah, flagship's fine. Gonna squirrel the flagship or just play it? Oh, they're gonna double squirrel the shepherd. Makes sense. It all checks out. And this may be a state shepherd. This may be a state shepherd. It wouldn't be crazy. Encampment. I assume a shepherd, yeah. It's just, what are we doing? What is what even are we doing? Is there anything nice I can do here? I mean, I can like gain the flagship, but I haven't tossed. No, I did toss the pasture. So there's still a sanctuary in here. It's just going to be too little too late, unfortunately. It is a cool kingdom, though. It's a really cool kingdom. This may be... if you have the draw for it, you can do like flagship artificer. I don't know that... I mean, you probably don't really have the draw for that exactly. But you could do like a 2 and an artificer doing a state, and I don't know. Yeah. There are a few different things you can do here. Ooh, I don't think that's too good, actually. I actually don't think playing the encampments is way... I mean, they're ahead enough. I don't think this is going to get, like, punished in any way. I just don't know that the gold... I feel like you're relatively satisfied just playing the encampments for squirrels. I could be wrong, though. There's maybe a little bit of an action thing going on at some point because of the we won't be doing the hasty stuff anymore. And so that does change that a little bit. I can kind of see it actually. I said that and then I immediately, I guess, have gone back on my word, which is very typical of me. I guess I could do plunder instead. Well, no, that's not plunders yet. I guess I could put my money where my mouth is and take the flagship. What am I doing? This is like quite a few. Well, I can't. Yeah, I can't play them anyway. It's mostly coppers down here. Well, a lot of coppers anyway. This is kind of strange. Cool. So we missed the pasture. We could squirrel. Right here. Eight, 10. I'm a little worried about the pile out next turn. Maybe not yet. But, I am a little bit worried about the pile next turn. Okay. I do Well, I can just play the encampment also. If I try it. Oh, I don't know. There may be a pile out. If there's a pile out on estates or something, then the points don't matter so much. Otherwise, they do matter a little bit. I don't know. It seems like a lot, but maybe it's not. They have 2 artificers and 2 sanctuaries. So that's 5 gains, and they have 2 flagships. So that's 7 gains, and they can, in theory, chain flagships a little bit, or chain artificers rather. But 6 of them is a little steep, I think. You can't chain the flagships quite so well, though maybe well enough. They're a little more awkward to chain, but still possible. I don't know if I'm getting threat either. That's the other question. Maybe I need to take an artificer or something. Or a sanctuary. The duchy doesn't really do a whole lot. I doubt. There's some other things I could think about. I don't know if this state's safe, to be honest. They're going to have quite a bit of money. I'm not even sure this is safe. I don't know. I'd have to count it out, and it's just too much work. It's just too much effort to count out. That's interesting. The state gain early and the copper exile early. Like, you wouldn't exile the copper if you were going for a pile out. Wouldn't it wouldn't do what you wanted it to. So maybe I ought to have gotten an estate there. I don't know if I'm going to have enough to do like flagship estates pile out. I can do pretty good amount of that. And that one's kind of nice because of the money as well. Well, even if I flagship every artificer, that's just 6 gains. That's just 6 gains. And a flagship, yeah, that's still short. I mean, I can trying to do the flagship specifically. Doing artificer, you can go a little further. Maybe that will work. I really don't know. VRSmith can also just score quite a bit on castles here, or whatever. Provinces or castles could score a pretty large amount this single turn. There's also some cute grave robber stuff. None of that, I don't know if any of it is like worth it, you know, but it's very cute. There's like small castle grave robber stuff you can do to get through more things. It's quite fun looking. Yeah, that's the question to me is just if they score a lot here, can I do anything? And I don't know that I can. Didn't quite. This is okay. Well, I top deck a lot of that green. We didn't really draw more green, though it's, of course, it's nice. So we have the shepherd in hand. Let's see if she's angling for a pile out. Okay, she's angling for a pile out, I assume. I don't know if she counted it and it's definitely there or what. I mean, it could be. The real question will be, will the artificer gain be what allowed it? Though, to be fair, if I don't take an artificer, I don't know that I have a really great shot anyway. not just automatically clicking it, which is a little weird, because if you assume then that would just work. But there's still 2 more shepherds left. This looks like it's gonna be fairly loose on the gains. I don't know though. Let's check. There's still another artificer. Yeah, it was 1 loose for sure. So the artificer game did not lose me. Did not lose me the game. There was a spare buy. I guess switching artificer to duchy. Well, no, they were way ahead in points. I don't know. That turn where they got the 4 discard, I don't have any shot after that. I just don't. I don't really. We have Quarry Grand Market. Also Bauble. Guildhall. I mean, colonies are just gonna be better here. You can eventually do Royal Blacksmith stuff, but you gotta buy a lot of recruiters. Berserker, Berserker may have a spot. You can buy Berserkers and then trash them. And oh man, little better draw for me. Well, I guess you just do it, right? I mean, oh yeah, that makes it a bit worse. Just trash the guy immediately. Just rebuy it if you have to. I'm trying to draw not the best what do you do here? I've whiffed on the estates, which is pretty unfortunate. But I've not whiffed that badly. We could take a favor, but I think you just put the recruiter up here. Don't quite get to Berserker. That's okay. We got 3 trashes in. That was nice. If I do the Blacksmith, can I pay it off? I will have 6 debt. Yeah, I just had way better shuffles. Like a double recruiter. I had a kind of nasty third shuffle, but it was still better than theirs by quite a bit. Man, I guess you just do throne. Well, this is a little annoying. 5-2 is not great. This is unfortunately a board where it's good enough to sure, I'll fall in the tormentor. I actually didn't see tormentor, but this is unfortunately one of those boards that's like the build is good enough, but the getting it going is just a huge pain in the butt. I'm gonna have, well, 4-3. If I have 4, this will be, I guess I can just buy the throne if I have 4 there. Oh, you get labyrinth points. That's fun. At some point, I guess you have to get a potion. I don't know. It's not great, but there's a real there is a real how do I say it? There's a real action issue here, for sure. Expand is probably not it, but I also have to play the tormentor here. Like I have to buy a throne room. So I can't play the maroon because it just draws 2 estates. because we just drew all money here. So unfortunately, I just leave 2 estates on top, but like it's, I don't know. There's not a lot else. I probably lose. The expand was probably not super great. But it's hard. We did draw a pretty nice turn for it. Well, oh, you can't buy. Diluted, just buy. Well, that's good. Okay, so that diluted didn't really hurt too much. There's like a really, really good sequence that's possible here, but unlikely. Which is that if we have thrown imp on top, this is still pretty good. I mean, this is still very good. But there was a there was a super ultra good possible draw that we didn't quite hit. But this is still great. Gains curse. Man. Workshop, I don't know. I might take a silver over 2 workshops. Now, do we imp the throne or do we throne the imp is the real question. Imp throne has more upside. I mean, the cards left are throne, torture, or I don't know what the other one is. I think it's all a bit. I mean, we have to throne them. Frankly, we just have to. This didn't draw very well, unfortunately. Oh no, we got the coven. Never mind. I didn't see the coven. I thought we didn't have it. Okay. This is excellent. Most excellent. Okay. I mean, it's got to be the maroon, right? The hex probably isn't worth it. Not at this point. Well, that turn was so good that I'm just like super ahead, which was kind of weird because I didn't think I was going to be super ahead, but I am. How do we do this? We want to see, I mean, this will let us see 8 of the 10, which is a lot. I don't know that we'll actually How many do I have in X? I do have 5 curses, which is quite a few curses. Or I can see 6 cards, but the only other draw card is the Torturer, right? That's just, we got to do it this way. I don't know if I'll have enough thrones to... How many? 1, 2, 3... I have 5 thrones now. I don't know if I did this quite right. How much money am I gonna have? What do you do with Prosper? We're gonna have 7. We're gonna expand 2 of these things. I'm not sure about all this, but 7, 10. I don't know that I quite managed the order all that well, but trying to think. Gonna have 13. That's brutal. I guess I should have taken the thrones first. I don't. Well. We're coming back a little bit. At least it's respectable. You know, you get a couple games on the board. You don't have to be too embarrassed about it. Charlatan, quartermaster map maker, a classic hard AI board, or thing, an absolute all-timer. There's no plus. Yeah, there is traveling fair. Charlatan, also a classic of the hard AI. What do we do? Do we just take the map makers off rip, or do we go for the... I mean, you could plot. Or Ironmonger. Ironmonger's a little worse here because of the shelters, but you could plot. I get the recruiter. We didn't quite get to the quartermaster. We do have 7 though, so that's nice. I guess just hunting party. I mean, you could do capital city. That was such a good turn for me. That's actually a crazy turn. You could do capital city, not crazy. I'm trying to think though. We'll go with the hunting party. Well, that's a little bummer. All right. We didn't hit 5 there. I mean, eventually it's going to make sense to do... Eventually it's going to make sense to do a... I'm not actually sure. Yeah, I kind of like the second quartermaster. This is not great. Does the toss help much here? We find, I mean, we'd rather just leave hunting party if it's gonna be down there. I think. I'm not 100% sure what I'm building towards here. There's yeah, there's some stuff. How do we, I don't know that my quartermaster gain was all that good either. How do we build up here? Boy, I sure would like to trash that hovel. I don't know that we're gonna get there, but I guess we're gonna get to top tack something regardless. Was 10 different? 10 was a little different. Ten was a little different. And gold's not actually bad either. Trying to get to 12 so I can do capital city Charlatan, I think. If possible. They have draw, but they don't really have money. At least not right now. Buys province. I had I had $14. If I get to the same, I get to 17. Fine. Or 16 rather. But we whiffed on the... Yeah, we gotta check this a little bit. Well, we may have extra draw actually. We may be able to do a capital city discard. which could be good. Or we can trash the necropolis, which also may work fine. What is left? There's a capital city left. And a map maker. I would kind of like to get to... Getting to 18 is kind of tough, though. That is maybe my goal, end goal. For some point. I'm hoping double province at some turn is enough to make up the gap, but it could be not enough. So there's still a map maker, and there's a capital city, and there's something else, probably just a copper, but we can play this next anyway. So there's 2 coppers in the trash. Or in the discard. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think we can still trash copper. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 14. We kind of have... Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. This, of course, was always going to happen, or very likely. And take a gold. Also do the plots. Okay, we don't find map maker here, which is kind of a tough one. We do still have a plus action. A villager. Yeah, I guess there's a question of, do I eventually give enough curses that they can draw a big turn? And well, they're not going to double province. They don't have that many curses, but or that much money, period. They can, of course, gain the estates, but the estates do run out so far as a source of points. So as long as we're like competitive point wise around the time that's happening, we're not in too bad of shape. I don't know that we're gonna double province. anytime soon. Maybe if we add another draw card or another money card, but this turn I think it's going to be pretty tough. It's not impossible. It may be kind of close to impossible. To be honest. We were at 16 and now we're at 19, which means if we trash a copper, we're at exact double. And we're not reacting to map maker, and we're not putting a map maker into our hand. So it's not clear that we get anything special here. What? That's all? So they're putting in, I guess, the money to have the double province threat on a turn? I'm not totally sure. That's kind of weird. That's kind of also weird. But I'll take it, I guess. If we're gonna play the recruit, I guess it's a little odd. I was gonna say, if we draw the gold, I should have tossed the... What did the recruiter draw? I mean, we would have found the copper. If we had the gold in hand, we would have 23, 9, 11, 12, 13, 9, 11, 13. We're at 15. We'd be at 17. So it's not hugely different. We are out of villagers now, which isn't super great. I don't think they have a 3-pile. What is triple map maker? Surely that's on a 3-pile. I don't know. Well, no, that costs too much. They don't have the gain to it. But they're getting close to it. See how many of the map makers they react. Quite a few. Quite a few. Okay, 3 quartermasters. Three quartermasters, 1 charlatan. No, that's too much money. It's just way too much money. VRSmith just gonna have to start taking silvers. I guess VRSmith will have a triple threat at some point. I don't know if they'd ever. No one's getting $26 or $28. But double probably at some point is doable for VRSmith. I mean, you can put $6 straight into the hand, which is pretty good. They'll draw a deck here. They may have double. I don't know. They have a lot of curses, so the 18. If they have the silver, not the best. Well, all right. I mean, how many map makers do I have in deck? Not sure. I guess the thing is, if they do all this now, the next turn double isn't so realistic. I mean, it depends a little bit on. They have a lot more junk, so. I don't even know if they have 18 from this hand. I mean, okay. They didn't play the you have 2 curses. Presumably, VRSmith just counted this out and it's safe. I'm just checking though. That's 12. I would net, they'd go down to 12. I'd go up to 13. Is that right? Maybe this does just work actually. If I play both capital cities, not capital, both charlatans, this goes to 1. The curses go to 1. I have to traveling fair 3 times and then buy 3, so I need $12. But my score would go up by 2. Their score would go down by 2. I think it works. I think it should work. We only need, what did I say? We need to be able to do, we need $12 is all. Well, we need to play both of the charlatans, but. Oh, and I could do a recruiter. Yeah, this is just guaranteed. Okay, well, I guess we're going to game 7. I have another 5-2 where it's okay. I guess. I don't know. The buy isn't, well, I guess you're doing Tactician storeroom. Highway. Ultimately. Isn't there like some delay Tactician trick or something? Gamble. If we draw the Tactician turn 3, we'll be in pretty good shape. If we don't, we'll be in less good shape. But reasonable shape still. You can play with treasures here. I don't know that it really matters, but it's possible. Is Trapper's Lodge? Oh yeah, let's do that. Imagine if you had the 5-2 instead of the 2-5. That would be wild. VRSmith does already have the storeroom, which is nice for VRSmith. I get to buy it here though. I don't know. I don't have perfect cleanliness here. The trashing may be a little bit of an issue. They don't have the second Tactician. Oh. Maybe can gamble for it. Yeah. This is very nice. This is really nice. That's very, very nice. If I don't find the storeroom, I'm gonna be in trouble. Yeah, the estate trashing is pretty nice for VRSmith here. So see, this will be stonemason like Crown Highway. Or just double highway. I'm pretty lost. I think this was good enough. I mean, the favor stuff was really nice. I think you just do double highway. You can certainly do crown. But well, all right. Thanks everyone for watching. At least we got to game 7. And Almost had it, but didn't quite pull it out. Some rough luck on either side. It was kind of lopsided stuff. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I will catch you all next time.